Let's go! Boom! That kid just called me a monster, said I'm so ugly. This is a city you've probably never heard of. It's not as famous as Beijing or Shanghai, but 6.43 million people live here. An ordinary guy like me is just one out of those 6.43 million. This city is Hengyang. In China, most people live in places just like this. Our generation has witnessed the rapid development of this country. After graduating from university, I worked in Beijing for a few years. Now I live in Shenzhen. Years of living away from home gave me a deeper understanding of my hometown, Hengyang. 冇事咯，你哋嘅嘢咯。Delicious. There's a Chinese director named Jia Zhangke. He once said he didn't really understand his hometown because he had no reference, so he didn't know what it truly was like. But after being away for a long time, he started to miss it. He began to gradually understand his hometown, understand the life there, understand the relationships between people, understand society, understand his parents, and understand classmates he hadn't contacted in years. So I want to say, only when my hometown became the starting point of my journey did I truly start to look at it objectively. I keep thinking about it. I unconsciously bring strong emotions to understand my past life experiences. That's when I truly started to understand myself, understand my hometown, and understand this society. Now, let me take you into my hometown, Hengyang. Back in my hometown. Today, I'll take you to some old places in Hengyang. I got a friend to come and help me shoot. He's a director. 来，你好。Yeah, he brought me a gift. He brought this back from Southeast Asia. So refreshing. For instance, I lived on this street for years as a kid. But it wasn't until I came back one day after turning 30 that I noticed an old grandma behind this street who has been selling herbal jelly for over 40 years. 我茶你茶葡萄干哈？茶普通凉粉可以吧？没得普通凉粉。我茶葡萄干炼酒凉粉。奶奶，你推荐下凉粉茶了？
那家茶葡萄干炼酒最多，我爸爸酒多。小孩子茶葡萄干杨梅多。
那我已经茶葡萄干炼酒了。
你废了，我茶个是葡萄干炼酒。
我茶
菠萝了。
我茶菠萝炼酒了，菠萝炼酒。
可以了。
我老一家兄弟了。
白不？茶的白。
Herbal jelly isn't unique to Hunan. They have it in Sichuan too. They call it bingfen over there. We call it liangfen here. Sichuan style adds a lot of toppings. Ours is very simple. I'm having the pineapple and sweet rice wine flavor. You can actually taste the pineapple pulp. This is the pulp. The texture and taste are great.
茶的馆呗。
茶道馆。哎，奶奶，你这个卖电酒卖好久了
卖43年了。
43年啊。
我那研究吧。
43年。
43年啊。係嘞。
你冇養嘅？
啊冇養。
我哋冇養。
冇養嘅。
我在廣東就在江沙。I'm just someone who happened to pass by.
對對對。
But I found that many people have been eating her jelly for years. Some even grew up on it. Another customer just arrived. They are all regulars.
來，是吧？
哦，個889點800涼粉，香內家。來來，啊，謝謝謝您。
好，我現在
可以，
老闆娘，
我估计就可以。
好，謝謝。
你最喜歡巧克力哪一種啊
我种的，
？800涼粉，
但是好多人喜欢吃那种
原味。A bowl of 8 treasure jelly fills you up and cools you down. Hunan summers are extremely hot. It feels so refreshing.
还得你挖的杨梅不干的。
不要了，不要，有了，吃饱了。
挖的杨梅不得干的。
有的有的，
我给你吃饱了，吃饱了。
还差一点。
吃饱了。
来了，那的杨梅不得干的来了，我家客气了，喜欢吃多吃点没事。
我现点的就行，我饭了。
好好。
来嘞。
这就要我都吃
有些别个吃少碗的。
有的有的。
吃3碗啊。
吃3碗。
有些男的吃少碗。
你别倒吧。
回头。
我爱回来你的吧。
来，你回来。
我有的，我不晓得。
差一点。
搞点就了，点击，因为我还没吃完呢。
吃完的。
吃完吃哦，那我吃过都有的。
好的，这个是广告食物。
那是广告。不一样。
你原来做的你都没那个钱嘎？
我没那个钱嘎。你觉得味道怎么样？
不错啊。
第
一次吃了。
你平常工作的时候在剧组里面拍摄，有一碗这个东西中午搞上来。
吃不到，就是这里的吃。
哇，吃个精光啊你！大哥，你吃好多年了？洗多年了。
不错，你们起码做过多年了吧？
做了10多年了
，40多年了。
奶奶，我应该输多少钱了？
多少钱？
输20啊，10吧。
是了。
哦，20块。
看我不起。
哎，你吃一碗了？
冇事了。
哎。
不，我们该吃饭就吃饭，
对
我们是陪他耍过，冒发广告。
奶奶。
今天坐起来，我把
也有的了。哎，要不吃，
我去。
奶奶给你不得有。烧一下。
谢奶奶啊。
不要谢你。
奶奶，拜拜。下发再来吃。
明年见的，今年还有见的。
今年夏天过完就没得了是吧？
生肖我不得卖，要不然天我都不得卖。
哦。
过几天天又变了。
天气热再管了。
5月卖2分。
5月。
4月内8就卖2分了。到明年去了，明年今年不得来了。
那明年见了。We already paid via QR code just now, but she returned it to us. Very interesting. She said we were looking down on her. Now we're still going to give it to her secretly. After all, we did eat the jelly. Just in the time it took us to have one bowl, probably 10 customers ate here. Anyway, from what we heard, the shortest time anyone has been eating here is 7 or 8 years. The longest is 25 years. My God, that's a really long time. Many people even come from far away just for this one bite. When we were leaving just now, Grandma said after this time, it's see you next year. It's truly delicious. If you live in Hengyang, or if you come from somewhere else to hike and happen to pass by here, you must try it. It's amazing. You must have a bowl in summer. Even though it's my first time eating Grandma's jelly, this single bowl quickly replaced the old flavor that represented Hengyang in my heart. And I also realized many people come here not just for the jelly. Maybe it's just to see her or to chat with her, or maybe it's just out of habit. I think I might do the same next time. This time back in Hengyang, I specifically wanted to visit a place. I think here you can see the B-side of modern China, meaning you can find some clues behind Chinese-style modernization. This is Hengyang's state-owned old factory, the metallurgical machinery factory. Tracing back its roots, it goes back to the Guangdong Hankou Railway Hengyang Locomotive Factory, established in 1935. In the past, this factory had over 10,000 workers. It had its own hospital and school, a workers' club, and a sports field. You could say it was a completely self-sufficient world. Here, a person could live from birth all the way to old age. This was a very typical lifestyle in China's past, the work unit society. A work unit or a job was a person's entire life. Now there are still many remnants left. Metallurgical kindergarten, metallurgical hospital, metallurgical technical school, metallurgical cinema, Some might no longer exist, but their names remain here. Next, I'll take everyone to explore and see what China's state ownership looked like decades ago. Right now, I'm on Metallurgical Road. This road used to be a main thoroughfare. Boom! That kid just said I look like a monster, so ugly. Being able to live in this kind of house decades ago represented a very high standard of living in China. Now, although these buildings are old, every single corner is kept extremely clean. Sitting here feels very comfortable. You don't have to think about anything. Under the hot sun, the light feels soft, shaded by the trees. I'm thinking, decades from now, when I grow older, if my building also has an environment like this, with many old friends around to chat and play cards, that would be a kind of happiness too. Those old grandmas just now, I thought it was strange how they stood around the table holding cards. Later, I saw people at the next table were sitting. I was confused. Why were they standing? I then realized their seats were scorched hot by the sun. I told them to go to the table next to them, but they said there were no stools there. For the elderly, standing a bit is good anyway. Back in middle school, I trained here every summer. Back then, the football field was just dirt. But it's still the same people playing, often old men. Turns out, the factory and its middle school football teams were famous nationwide. I see some old man with white hair on the field. Everyone loves football, loving it for a lifetime. Staff University, Heavy Machinery Technical School. It also reads National Vocational Skills Assessment Center. This used to be the factory school. Now it's being acquired by another state-owned enterprise. But the look of these buildings, including the brown windows, is straight out of last century. Everything has changed now. The once bustling factory has turned into small workshops, even ruins. Walking on this historical path, it feels like completely two different worlds. The old scene, the bustling factory, the state-owned atmosphere is entirely different from modern urban life. China is no longer in the era of a planned economy. Wow. Over here, trains used to run on this track. Watch out for the train, the wheels of history. I wonder if these streetlights still turn on at night. Some workshops are still producing, but only as small operations. Because it's no longer the original factory running it. They rent it out to small companies for minor processing. Completely different. Power distribution room, supervision box, suggestion box. The cabinet is locked. Being here gives me a sense of history. It used to be full of industrial machinery and equipment, supporting the production of strategic national materials. Here's another railway track. I don't know how the trains operated here. Did they only run inside the area or did they bring supplies directly from other cities? But they could build tracks right inside the facility. And that was at least 50 years ago in China. You can imagine how developed it was and how advanced the living conditions were. Very impressive. But this place used to be cut off from the outside world. My dad, my grandpa, our family rarely came here before. Not just me. Many think nothing new will ever happen here again. Just elderly people sunbathing, playing cards, and chatting every day, growing old alongside these Soviet-style buildings. This might be the only story left for this place. If you want me to answer how today's Chinese-style modernization was achieved, I think I can answer it now. I believe it's because those seniors spent their youth building it. Oh, I'm back. It's past 9 p.m. now. I am at the night market in downtown Hengyang, Shifu Road, right by the archway behind me. Let's go explore. Tonight, I'm doing a $3 challenge, which is about 20 RMB. I'll use $1 to try one local snack. Let's check it out together. Let's go. 必须要现做的。
对，因为这个东西的话，不现做就不好吃。
现在在衡阳市，其实外面摆摊卖麻圆很少。
啊，
对，
因为这个东西因为单价低，它做不了多少钱嘛。
嗯，但确实是我们从小吃到大的。
对。玩，我死现在喝了才能。你看一下呀，自己拿了啊。叫啥？
好，谢谢。
好吃吧？
Exactly like my childhood memories. 3 RMB a skewer, which is about $0.5. You can enjoy an authentic Hengyang snack. See that? There are sesame balls, meat pies, stinky tofu, and malatang. The air is filled with the aroma of food. Walking into the inner street, the crowd makes it hard to believe it's 10 p.m. It's 1 RMB per skewer. For $1, you can get 7 skewers. This is the cost of living in a third-tier city in China. It feels wonderful. 可以散着买是吧？可以拼。可以拼。$1 per basket. And stinky tofu is very famous. I've had the Changsha-style stinky tofu before, but the stinky tofu I grew up eating in Hengyang has a completely different flavor. This shop was once interviewed by CCTV, China's most authoritative TV station. I don't even remember the price anymore. Let's see if we can get it for under $1. Uh, 一份臭豆腐，一份瓜粉。冰豆沙。One of these must be mine.
小哥，你付个好多钱，我帮你查单子。
2钱查不到，只有2钱一样多。
60块钱豆沙。This is the iced mung bean paste, and this is the scraped noodles. It has jelly-like noodles inside. Under the light, it looks absolutely crystal clear, topped with chili, pickles, and radishes. And here is the stinky tofu. How did we used to eat this? A bite of scraped noodles, then a bite of stinky tofu. If it gets too spicy, take a sip of the iced mung bean paste. Still that classic flavor, delicious. But it's a bit spicy. I used to not find it spicy at all. I always thought the spicier the better. Having been away for so many years, I'm not as used to the level of chili anymore, but it's still amazing. You have to eat it with pickled radishes. So good. Let me try the scraped noodles now.
先拌起来。
吃之前要拌起来，对对对，摄影师提醒我了。Man, it's spicy. My friends from Mexico will probably love this. 好吃。好吃好吃。哦。No matter how spicy it gets, one sip of this iced mung bean paste instantly hits the spot. The tofu is incredibly tender inside and crispy on the outside. So spicy. But it feels amazing. Guess how much all this food costs? This was less than $1. This was also less than $1. And this one was between $0.5 and $0.6. Altogether, it's less than $2. My girlfriend is from northern China. She tried it before and was completely wrecked by the spice. The last piece of stinky tofu. Would you dare to challenge this level of spice? The garlic flavor inside, combined with the aroma of the chili, is incredibly intense, soaked in garlic sauce, very flavorful.
把这汤喝了吧。
喝不了。
它很香啊。
Finished exploring this street. It's currently 11:38 p.m. The crowd has mostly thinned out. It's way livelier than I expected. There are many night markets just like this in Hengyang. I hope others will bring $3 to come and try the food too. All right, that's wraps for today. How about it? This sense of security brought by these prices. Where else can you find it? I feel only third-tier cities like Hengyang can offer this kind of security. When it comes to food, I think the soul of Hengyang's cuisine lies within Hengyang fish noodles. We've arrived at a fish noodle spot that is wildly popular locally. What are fish noodles? Exactly as the name implies, fish plus noodles with the fish cooked fresh on the spot. It sounds simple, but in this 14-year-old shop, I see the chef managing 4 pots all by himself. He rotates through them non-stop with effortless coordination. Rice noodles are the staple of this dish. They have a great chewiness and texture, and they're very easy on the stomach to digest. Let's go.
你想麻烦？我是个草鱼肚皮粉。
现在就还有3个鲫鱼
，3个鲫鱼，
还有几份黄沙锅。
Our delicious meal is already being prepared.
鱼翅鱼杂。老板，我技术太好了。你的也快好了。
The rice noodles are so springy. and the fish is tender and flavorful. The cheapest grass carp noodles cost only 10 yuan a bowl, while my mate's choice is pricier at 30 yuan. Let me explain how to eat this. In the West, fish roe is made into caviar. Hengyang fish noodles cook the fish roe with chili in a fish broth to serve it as a main dish. There isn't a hint of fishiness, and the roe pops texture-wise in your mouth. It's great. The secret to how this shop prepares fish is searing it perfectly. The broth gets milky white and rich because pan-searing the skin creates a Maillard reaction. The fats dissolve right into the soup, making it taste incredibly fresh. The fish noodles I'm having today feature crucian carp, which is a niche choice, rarely ordered, because crucian carp has a lot of tiny bones, though the meat is very tender. Dealing with all those bones in a soup can be a bit of a hassle. But growing up eating fish, we naturally know how to handle it.
자, 콜로.
I've been drinking cola since I was a kid. I need it every day. Even with the fan blasting right at me, I'm sweating heavily. So satisfying. The egg has soaked in the fish broth for so long that it has completely absorbed the flavor. Delicious. Once I head back to Shenzhen, I absolutely won't be able to find this taste. In Hunan, being right around Dongting Lake, we have countless ways to prepare fish. Different fish require different cooking methods. Even the same type of fish can be pan-seared, deep-fried, poached, or stir-fried. Amazing. I believe Hengyang fish noodles reflect Hunan cuisine's take on traditional Chinese culinary philosophy. Everyone across the country knows Hunan food is all about being spicy, but Hengyang fish noodles are unique. They aren't spicy at all, just pure umami. It's like the contrasting dots within yin and yang. I think this captures the lifestyle philosophy of Hengyang people. Having seen the local street life, let me show you the new face of Hengyang. This right here is our new Hengyang Municipal Library. Its architectural design and cultural vibe reflect the blend of old and new in a third-tier city. Access granted. Zheng Xiaochen. It mistook me for someone else. I hadn't been to the new library before. I find it incredibly quiet here. I'm standing right in the center with various functional areas surrounding me. It's been a holiday period these past few days, so I didn't expect so many people to show up. Wow, the scenery outside is quite beautiful too. The Broiner, Unitree, Robotics, Robot Marathon, Chinese Kung Fu. Macy. This place is massive, and this is just the first floor. Through Hengyang's new library, you can see that even though the city isn't famous, it is developing at its own steady pace. Finally, I got on Hengyang's tallest Ferris wheel. Last time during Spring Festival, I wanted to ride it but missed out because I came too late. Today I can finally make up for that regret, and the weather is perfect. I can see it now. Scan the code to ride the Ferris wheel.
来，在等候区我去开餐啊，小水。来进。
I'm officially inside the Ferris wheel car. Once we hit the highest point, I'll show you my hometown, Hengyang.
3, 2, 1.
When I stepped into the cabin, it jolted a bit. Honestly, I'm a little scared. It feels different from the ones I've ridden in Shenzhen. Even though it's not huge, I still feel a slight wave of anxiety sitting inside. I've never been on a 360-degree, fully transparent Ferris wheel like this, so I put on a song to give myself some courage. Wow, you can see Dongzhou Island from here. You can see it's completely covered in lush greenery, spanning the entire island. That is Hengyang's Dongzhou Island. As the Ferris wheel climbs higher and I look out over everything, staring at this city where I lived for over 20 years, a lot of mixed emotions start welling up inside me. We're almost at the absolute top. It's my very first time reaching this altitude in Hengyang. And my first time seeing Hengyang from this exact angle. When I came back after my first major trip away, I didn't feel much. But after all these years, having been to Beijing, Shenzhen, and many other places, coming back now gives me a totally different perspective. Right now, I'm at the highest point of Hengyang. Exploring the streets these past few days has allowed me to truly rediscover Hengyang. The pace of life here is incredibly peaceful, completely distinct. Whenever I chat with random passers-by, they never treat me like a stranger. They are all genuinely open to talking with me. Human connection becomes so straightforward in a small city like Hengyang. There aren't many wild or novel events. Daily life follows a familiar pattern. But this represents its natural state, the true essence of most third-tier Chinese cities. Over 100 million people across China live in places exactly like this. To wrap up this video, I want to say, Hengyang might not have flashy new trends, but it holds the warmest, most authentic daily life. I'm Jensen, showing you another side of China. If you want to experience the real China, please subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.